Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we have seen modeling of electrical systems. So, in this lecture, we will consider mechanical systems. Mechanical systems can be considered as translational mechanical systems and rotational mechanical systems. In the translational mechanical systems, like say this is a device or a block body, and if we are applying a force in this direction, the body will move. So this is translational motion. And for a body, let this be a body, and to this body, if you apply a torque, then it will move in the rotary motion. So this is a mechanical system in rotational motion. To model these systems, we need to apply the force balance equations. So upon applying the force, body will be in motion, and it will have some displacement. Then corresponding to the displacement, there will be velocity and acceleration. And certain properties are also there for mechanical bodies or mechanical systems, that is mass of a body, then damping provided by the body, and the spring action. These are the three different, like R, L and C in the electrical systems. Here in mechanical systems there will be mass, damper and spring. So let us start with the modeling of mechanical systems. Let us start with the elements. Elements in translational mechanical systems. So number one is mass, M. So if we apply a force to a mass, then the mass will have the acceleration proportional to the force. So the relation is given by the applied force F is directly proportional to acceleration A, that is F is equal to M into A, where M is the constant of proportionality and that is called as mass. And acceleration can be represented as, so which is equal to M dv by dt, because acceleration is rate of change of velocity, and which is also written as double derivative of displacement x, m d2 x by dt square. And in mathematical convention, it is also written as mx double dot. This double dot represents the double derivative, single dot represents single derivative. The next element is damper, and represented by B. So for this damper, if we apply a force on a damper, then this force is directly proportional to velocity, and then force is equal to B into V, where this B is the constant of proportionality. And same way we can write like this as B dx by dt, that is equal to Bx dot. And this damper is nothing but also called as dashpot. So it is a device like this, and if we apply a force on this, there will be a displacement x, and that x will have a relation with the applied force as F is equal to B dx by dt. Then the third component is spring. It is denoted by K, where K is a stiffness constant, and if we apply force to a spring, then this force will be directly proportional to the displacement of the spring, and hence F is written as Kx, where K is the constant of proportionality. So when we apply the force balance equation to the mechanical system, we will get the dynamics of the displacement x. So x will be the output and force will be the input, and we can determine the mathematical model of the system. let us consider a very simple system. Let us determine differential equations and then transfer function. So I will directly write transfer function of the system. So we will consider a very simple system. This is a body with mass m, which is coupled to this fixed support through a damper B and spring K, spring with stiffness constant K and damper coefficient B. And if I apply a force to this body, what will happen? This body will get displaced, and let the displacement is x. And we have to obtain the transfer function, means what? We have to obtain x of s by f of s, because x is the output, f is the input. Now similar systems will you will observe in the accelerometer, the similar mass damper spring system. Again you will observe this arrangement in a vehicle, two-wheeler. There is a shock absorber. That shock absorber is nothing but a damper, and there is a spring wound, this K, and the vehicle seat and the person sitting on it will be the mass, and you can model it. So real life systems can be converted into their mechanical diagram, and then the mechanical diagram can be modeled in the form of transfer function. Let us do it for this. So the procedure is that whenever you will have the system, first you have to draw the free body diagram of the given system is how it is. So what you have to do, you have to get the mass. This is the body, and upon body you are applying the force. So always start with the active force. Now what happens whenever this force is applied, there will be a displacement. However, this mass will oppose the displacement, this damper will oppose the displacement, and this spring will oppose the displacement. So to this active force there will be opposition by the reactive forces, and these reactive forces will be, for mass it is mx double dot, then for damper it will be bx dot, and for spring it is kx. And then by applying force balance equation, so there will be force balance. When at the force balance the system will be under equilibrium. So see here, this force will be, and no doubt this force, x, all are variable of time, but we are not using f of t, because as all are variable of time, it is well understood that f means it is f of t, x means it is x of t, x dot means it is x dot t, all are function of time. So we can write this as f is equal to, counterbalance will be mx double dot plus bx dot plus kx. Then applying Laplace transform, straightforward procedure. Procedure is always the same. Write the differential equation, apply Laplace transform, and get the transfer function. Applying Laplace transform, we get. So for this it will be f of s. Then this will be, it is a double derivative, so ms square x of s, we are neglecting initial conditions, bs x of s plus k x of s. And what does it give me? That f of x is equal to ms square plus bs plus k into x of s. So then clearly we get the transfer function as x of s by f of s will be equal to what? 1 divided by ms square plus bs plus k, and that is nothing but 1 by m upon s square plus b by ms plus k by m. That is what I said. Always try to bring the transfer function in a form that the highest power of s in the denominator will have coefficient 1. So this is the transfer function of the given system. It is as simple. What are the steps? First we have to draw the FBD for the given system, then write down the differential equation for the body by force balance equation, and then get the apply Laplace transform and get the transfer function. What I will do, I will consider another example. Now I will increase the complexity. So the problem is, determine transfer function x1 of s by f of s and x2 of s by f of s for the system. The system we will consider here. The system will be given below. So let us consider a system. So what will happen? Upon applying the force, both bodies will displace from the fixed support, and this will be, say, displacement x1 and this will be displacement x2. So in this system there are two outputs, x1 and x2, and one input force F, only F. So this is not now a SISO system, single input single output. It is single input multiple output system. So there will be two transfer functions. One will be x1 by F, other will be x2 by F. So x1 of s by f of s will give us the behavior of x1 with reference to f, and x2 of s by f of s will give us the behavior of x2 with reference to f. So now how to do for this? Procedure is same. We have to draw the FBD of given system is. What will be the FBD or how will be the FBD? While drawing FBD, there will be two masses. This is M2, this is M1. Now from where to start? Always start from the active force. So first apply active force F. So to this F, this M2 will also oppose and K2 will also oppose. So this will be M2 X2 double dot. Why X2? Because X2 is associated with M2. This K2 will also oppose, but what it will be? It will be K2 into X2 minus X1. Because the relative motion of K2 will be X2 minus X1. As force is applied here, it is having direct impact on M2, so X2 will be larger as compared to X1, and hence X2 minus X1 and not X1 minus X2. Now, to have a counterbalance in the spring, there will be equal and opposite reaction in the spring with same magnitude. And to oppose this, to oppose this motion, because now this spring will try to pull this body M1 downwards. So to oppose this, there will be M1, B1 and K1 in action, and their forces will be M1 X1 double dot. Why? Because now M1 is associated with X1, b1 is associated x1 minus the support is 0, so x1 minus 0 is x1, so displacement of b1 and k1 are also x1. So it is b1 x1 dot plus k1 x1, and now we have to write down the equations. So force balance of, I will mark here body M1 and M2. Let this be body M2 and let this be body M1. Of M1 gives, if I apply here, it will be M1 x1 double dot plus B1 x1 dot plus K1 x1 is equal to K2 x2 minus x1. See, these three upwards and this one downwards. So this is the balance. So let us apply immediately Laplace transform. What you can do, first get the differential equations of both for both bodies and then apply Laplace transform, that is also okay, or get the equation, apply Laplace transform, that is also okay. So let us apply it. Applying Laplace transform we get, and this will be m1 s square. I will directly write now, or let us write m1 x1 of s plus b1 s x1 of s. How this term comes? See, this is double derivative, so Laplace of x1 double dot is s square x1 of s, and m1 is a constant. Similarly here it is a first derivative, so it will be v1 s x1 of s plus k1 x1 of s is equal to k2 in the bracket x2 of s minus x1 of s. And now what is the use of this? The use of this is it will give us the relation between x1 of s and x2 of s, and this can be written as m1 s square plus b1 s plus k1 plus k2 into x1 of s is equal to k2 x2 of s. And let us immediately get the relations. So x1 of s is equal to k2 upon m1 s square plus b1 s plus k1 plus k2 into x2 of s, and same time x2 of s is equal to m1 s square plus b1 s plus k1 plus k2 divided by k2 into x1 of s. Now why do we need this? Because when we will apply now the equation to second body, we will get f as a function of x1 as well as x2. But we want the transfer function x1 by f and x2 by f. So in this equation, what we will do, once we will find out x1 by f by replacing every x2 with this, and then we will get x2 of s by f by replacing x1 with this. This is a simple way. So let us now write down the equation for body 2. So force balance of M2 body 2. What does it give? Apply it here. F will be counterbalanced by these two. So F is equal to m2 x2 double dot plus k2 x2 minus x1, and that means applying Laplace transform I get f of s is equal to m2 s square x2 of s plus k2 x2 of s minus k2 x1 of s, so which is equal to m2 s square plus k1 into x2 of s minus k2 x1 of s. Now what I want to get? I want to get here x1 by f. So for x1 by f, I need to replace x2 with this. So f of s is equal to m2s square plus k1 into this term. This is x2. m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 whole divided by k2 into x2 of s, sorry, into x1 of s minus k2 x1 of s. Now solving this, what I get, so which is equal to m2s square plus k1 into m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 minus k2 square minus k2 square whole divided by k2 into x1 of s, and hence I get x1 of s by f of s is equal to k2 upon m2s square plus k1 into m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 minus k2 square. Similarly, you can find out x2 of s by f of s. How? Let us do it. Let us do it. So let us keep it here. I rewrite here what I have. F of s is m2s square plus k1 into x2 of s minus k2 x1 of s, and I want to find out now x2 by f. So I need to replace this x1 of s. So what is x1 of s? Let us write it, which is equal to m2s square plus k1 into x2 of s minus k2 into x1 is k2 divided by m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2. So write it neatly. This is k2 into x2 of s. So k2 into this term is nothing but x1 of s. Where it is obtained? See, here we have obtained it. x1 is equal to k2 upon m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 into x2 of s. So this term is replaced for x1 here to get this, and now taking LCM, what we get? It is m2s square plus k1 into m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 minus k2 square divided by m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 into x2 of s, and that gives me x2 of s by f of s is equal to m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 divided by m2s square plus k1 into m1s square plus b1s plus k1 plus k2 minus k2 square. Finish. Both transfer functions are obtained. Very simple. So it is enough in this lecture. In the next lecture we will solve couple of examples, one or maximum two examples to show that to increase the efficiency in selecting the bodies. What we have said, we have to select the body. While drawing FBD, we have to select a body where the force is applied, and we start in this direction. So it was F. To balance this, M2 will oppose, K2 will oppose. So K2 in this direction. But if now the force is applied here, then what happens? We don't know. Let us see in the next lecture.